I'm really excited about the whole idea of Marzipan being this whole universal app system, and I'm not holding my breath, but this is a wish list, so I'm hoping for a preview at best, because obviously they need to give developers quite a big heads up with this sort of thing. It's a bit more than, you know, a heads up about a new iOS feature or something like that. This is like full level in terms of development work, right? So yeah, it's always been floating around the rumor space. It was one of the points on my list, but yeah, some form of this secret Marzipan project preview, I would definitely be open to.
My other half was taking photos as well, and we set up a shared photo album where we could both dump the photos in, and you can't edit photos that the other person has put in there. You actually have to click on the photo, download it, or save it to your photo album, and then go back in there and edit. So it's just little things like that.
Right. Yep.
That again, I've only noticed since going on my recent trip. These things that I've never used before. So yeah, I'd just like to see some improvement to iCloud Photos.
The iPhone Control Center. This is currently on iPhone 10 situated in the top right.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually grown accustomed to it being there. It's the fact that it's not there in that position on other devices running iOS. That's the real problem. If I go to use iPad or something like that, I'm swiping in the wrong area. It would be great if they could reposition it with the swipe up in terms of, say, within the app switcher.
I'm trying to access Wi-Fi points wherever I go, and you have to go into the settings every time to try and find. And I just think it'd be so much easier if I could just go into Control Center and just find my closest Wi-Fi and just tap on it, rather than having to go into the settings. So that's been, well, the most recent thing that I've come across in regards to Control Center. And yeah, I
build it in with like a 3D touch or something.
Yeah, I think it's, or if at least takes you back to the settings where you need to be.
And I'd also like to make HomePod itself more customizable, so you could actually change like the tones and stuff that it emits. I would actually really love a default volume. Like you could set a default volume that it puts itself to based on, say, a certain amount of time of inactivity. So if I've been listening to music at 90% volume and then I don't do anything for 2 hours, and then when I ask it a command, it's really loud.
Yeah.
You know, I'd love for it to always default back to, say, 30% or something like that, something that's not going to, you know, if I've got people around and I'm using it and suddenly this thing yells across the room, makes them jump out of their chair, I think that'd be a cool feature.